Hi and hello, and thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Preeti Rao and I am both a real estate and a mortgage broker for close to 20 years. I get asked this question a lot lately. Rates have dropped twice. Is it time to buy a house? Should we buy now? So let me answer that today with the best of my knowledge. But first, you know the drill. Hit the like, share, subscribe and that bell icon. It gets me motivated to keep you up to date with everything real estate. Okay, so the question, should you run to buy a home? My answer to that is stop. Slow down. First of all, a drop in the Bank of Canada's interest rate doesn't fully translate instantly in any way into any drop in the fixed interest rates. The variable rate mortgage is still very high, although there's a case for it, but it's still a high rate. The stress test is still fully in effect. Everybody's got to qualify at a rate between high sixes or in the sevens. So it still isn't easy to get a mortgage today. Now we can talk about the prices. Yeah, some prices have dropped, but not in every region and not in every neighborhood. The problem today is buyers don't want to pay as much, but sellers still want the old high prices. Because of that, there are no deals getting done. Like nothing's happening. But what you hear from certain number of people, mortgage brokers, real estate agents, from TikTok and Instagram, buy now or you're doomed. If you don't buy right now or in the next 2 months, the prices are going to go through the roof again. It's going to be like 2021 all over again. The prices are going to go up by 10, 15, 30% a year. If you don't buy now, you've missed out on the greatest chance of your life to buy real estate. That's absolutely ridiculous. But the original question still stands. Is it time to buy real estate? Look, obviously, the greatest lie in the world, it's always the right time to buy real estate. That is just preposterous lies. Because obviously, everybody who bought back in 2021 at the very height of the craziness will have something else to say today. We have people out in Pickering who've bought single detached homes for 2.3 million back then, and they're worth 1.6 million today. Obviously, that was not the right time to buy at all. But yes, prices are down or not as high as they used to be before. Will they suddenly start to shoot up again in value, especially in Toronto or in other major cities? I'm starting to think even Calgary is getting a little toppy right now. But the thing is, the question is not the right question. The right question is it the right time in your life for you to buy a home? Are there kids on the way? Is there a pressing need to move? Or you just want to take advantage of this opportunity? The reality is that rates will continue to drop over the year. And that is a fact. They're not going to go to the 2% or the 2.49 for the fixed rate. None of that's going to happen. But will house prices soar? I doubt that. I doubt prices are going to soar, and here's why. Even though those rates come down and there's more opportunity to be able to afford to buy a home, and because you can actually get a mortgage with a payment that you could kind of live with, there are other factors. Now, I don't know if you have noticed, there's no FOMO in the market today. Nobody is afraid of missing out, but there's definitely FOOP out there. Never heard of that? Fear of overpaying. That definitely exists in the market right now because many people think that there's still room for prices to drop. So that's not a positive real estate settlement sentiment. The other consideration is investors are very, very cautious today. Some investors have been burnt badly, particularly in the small condo market. They're looking at losses, they're looking at bad outcomes for their situation. And if there's no investor in the Toronto real estate market because they're running gun shy right now, that does not encourage prices to go up. Finally, we are dealing with what is clearly a bad Canadian economy that's gone right into the dump, and a bad economic cycle where there's unemployment everywhere, there's uncertainty about jobs, there's uncertainty about the economy. and my experience tells me that there's no grand enthusiasm to buy. Prices stay at best flat. So is it the time for people to consider buying a home? So if you've been thinking about it and been considering it for many months or even years, then my answer to that is yes. But the story that the real estate market is gonna just jump off the charts into stratosphere again, that is essentially TikTok and Instagram mortgage brokers and real estate agents blowing a little. That is not the highest likelihood. But rates are going to come down. There's eventually going to be a bit of a groundswell where it takes a year, it may take 2 years. That's eventually, there's going to be some interest in buying. There's going to be a return with the low interest rates. When real estate markets and values of houses fell in Ontario back in 1990s, they did not recover in any meaningful way for almost 6 years. It took them 13 years to go back to the inflationary equivalents of where they were prior to the 1990 crash. So I'm not saying that the same history will repeat itself perfectly, but what I'm saying is that be cautious and maybe lay off the TikTok. Once again, my name is Preeti Rao and my contact information is in the description box below. Make sure to hit like, share, subscribe and that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to call me because I hold the key that opens a door to your dream home.